Hi there. It's Chris and my colleague Leslie. She's actually my wife, but we're going to call her a colleague today. I'll probably be in trouble later on for that, but let's go with that. Okay. Hello, Leslie. How are you today?
Okay.
Okay, this may not work, but I thought maybe we should just show you what a course designer does. And so let's assume that we're course designers. And of course, we're sitting at our office, which happens to be the kitchen table where we do the kitchen table talks, which makes sense, doesn't it?
hmm
And we have this whiteboard here. And what our goal is today is we're going to be developing a course. I don't know, can you read that? Operating a tractor. Remember the video when I said I had that idea for, you know, teaching tractor skills to beginners, right?
Yep.
So the first thing we do, we have these little sticky things here, and we do some brainstorming. And you remember the video on student performances. So we think about those learning domains, the knowledge domain, the skill domain, and the attitude domain. And then we're just going to brainstorm a performance and just write it down. And then put it all on the table in front of us, right?
Okay.
So, ready? Go. This is boring for the viewer, but we're just going to do a few and then we'll run through the thing. This is what you should be doing when you're developing your CBE course. And as you know, with brainstorming, I can't do two things at once. I was trying to talk and I can't do that. Follow safety. Okay, do that first. With brainstorming, the whole idea is to generate as many ideas as you can. So we've got a few ideas here. And then we can follow this really simple acronym, which is a funny kind of an acronym, BORC, B-O-R-C, which means brainstorm. So then when we finish brainstorming, and Leslie is quite a brainstormer, she just won't stop. Anyway, so let's just call that, well, let's say, okay, for now, that's good.
Got one more.
Got one more? Okay, one more. If people are brainstorming, it's a good idea to stand back and leave them alone because they can get violent if they're stopped early on a brainstorm. So that's just a safety piece of advice there. So brainstorming, we've got the brainstorming. And then the next one for BORC is organizing. So let's take a look at this. So do you want to call them out and say what they are? So remember the DACOM, we have goals and objectives. So we want to first of all sort of think, okay, so we got a bunch of stuff here. How can we organize this? Is there some sort of a pattern that's developing? So what have we got here?
So going forward and backwards.
Okay, and I've got driving on a hill, so we'll put that together.
And I've got turning on a hill.
Turning on a hill, yeah.
And turning on the flat.
Okay, so we've got basically, let's just pause there for a minute. I can see a pattern there. Can you see a pattern? What would the topic be of these performances?
Moving the tractor.
Moving the tractor or driving the
On different
tractor or
terrain.
something like that. So maybe what we can do is just think about that for a second. What else have we got?
Follow safety procedure.
Okay.
Wear safety equipment.
What not to ever do. Let's go to a generalized one.
Which is probably more like turning the tractor
On a hill, like which we've done. We meaning me. But I didn't flip it over though. Can we just put that under safety for now, maybe?
Yeah.
And I've got explain parts of a tractor. And what's that say?
And putting the blade up and down or the bucket up and down.
Okay, so maybe that could be, if we could, what are the things, can we just quickly think about there? Bucket up and down, attach. You notice that attach snow blade,
Tilting it.
tilt, yeah, tilt. Yeah, okay, so there's all sorts of things like that that are skills, right? So we've got a topic here which is driving the tractor. Driving. Notice we're looking now for active verbs. So we've got a topic driving the tractor. We've got a topic safety. And we've got a topic, what could we call that?
It's more like the skill of the bucket, of the coordinating of the bucket, of how to end blade, how to, the attachments. Attachments.
You know, using it, how about using attachments?
Yeah.
Use attachments. Okay, so that's cool. So let's just now, so you can see what we've done. Let's get this thing up here. And now we'll take, it doesn't really matter how you organize it because then you're going to reorganize it, right? So the brainstorm, organize, then reflect and consolidate. And then you go over and over and over until you're so sick of it, you don't want to look at it anymore, and then you're done. So I'm going to put use attachments there, and I'm just going to make this, you may be familiar with this. Remember what that looked like? That was a goal. Okay, so use attachments, and then we'll put these things across like this, just for the heck of it. And remember, we're at a very early stage here, so we don't get it right. That's okay. That's normal. We have another one over here that could be something about driving. So the performance is driving. The active verb, we may have to refine that a bit more, but we'll just do that for now. And we've got all these things here, and as we go through here, we're thinking, wait a minute, there's something we missed, or I want to reflect on that, or I want to change that. Another one could be safety. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Safety is over here, safety. So you'd have to make it say safe procedures, or what would have, something like that, right? What not to ever do. Anyway, I think you get the idea.
Safety in, around, and on the tractor.
Yeah, or follow safety procedures or something like that for a goal. And then you'd have several objectives. So looks kind of like a DACM, a very early DACM. It's a little bit there. Can you see that? Okay. Anyway, you can't read them. But you can see the process. You can follow that by yourself. Now, why did I have Leslie come and help me with that?
2 heads is better than 1.
Right. And if you have colleagues, obviously, 3 or 4 heads are better than 2. So this is a group process, works best as a group process. Everybody has a different take on it. And if everybody has a different take on it, you'll get more stuff and you can organize it. So that's how you do a process for doing a DACM. Brainstorm, organize, reflect, consolidate, repeat, repeat, repeat until you get it. Okay?
Because there's definitely some things that are missing here that
Oh, yeah.
flesh out more and add to.
Well, I had one here, explain parts. So there's a whole thing, cognitive domain. We didn't really get too much in the cognitive domain.
Mm-mm.
We've got lots of skills and attitudes, but we missed cognitive. So that's, but that's the normal part of the process. Don't get discouraged if you don't get it all in 5 minutes. And this is obviously moving on in time. So I think we'll just stop it now. But I hope that's been a helpful experience for you to see us actually put together this course. I'm getting excited about the course now. I've called all my neighbors and nobody wants to take it. No, I'm kidding. But I'm going to go out into the community and maybe put something in the paper or on Facebook and say, anybody new to the area from the city, you want to learn how to use a tractor? And I'll get some of my neighbors who are expert at using a tractor, and they'll be the instructors. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.